All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Mariah, and today I'm going to be talking about investigating household waste and recycling opportunities in my own household, which is the perfect example. We go through so many trash bags a week. It's ridiculous. So, for the goals of this project for me to analyze the types and amounts of household waste that we produced over the past few days, to identify and separate which items could be recycled or not thrown away, which is a lot. Also, to come up with strategies to reduce waste in my household and potentially community. We really do go through a lot of trash, and we also don't even have recycling bins in none of the units here, as well as one big recycling bin just for our apartment complex. We only have that big trash bin, which is not even big now that I'm thinking about it. And a lot of waste actually does build up. All right, so moving on to the next slide. My methods is that I collected waste from my apartment for past 4 days, separated into categories such as food, paper, plastic, cardboard, and other, as best as I could. I also estimated the amount of each type that was thrown away daily. Also, to the best of I could, I'm not there for every time something is thrown away. So from what I did see, and I also know to which materials could have been recycled versus just composed. And again, our apartment complex doesn't provide recycling, so I try and focus on what could be improved. So so I decided to take a mini trash bag, and I put that on the side, which I'm going to zoom in a little bit, showing you, to just put those, at least water bottles. We really do go through those as well. Here you can see that I'm zooming in on it. I would say that it definitely helped. Water bottles definitely take up a lot of space in our trash can, and there's just a lot of plastic that takes up space in our trash can. So here you see some plastic cups and plates that were thrown away that could have been recycled. We have no recycling bin, and just showing you some more images. All right, moving on. So for this slide, this is my results slide. Again, going over the separated categories of waste. So the food waste total percentage happened to be 23%. The paper waste total percentage happened to be 24%. Plastic, 22%. Cardboard, 12%. And other, 8%. And then just a few seconds to glance over those notes. Portion of each types of waste. Okay, and here's what I used to count all of this. I tallied up all these numbers. So the recyclable or composed was 65%, and I noticed that there's an error. The food waste is meant to be 17, not 24. Okay, moving on. So what is its ecological connection? So for one, trash doesn't just disappear. It ends up in rivers, oceans, natures, etc., which we know hurts the animals and plants, where the whole Save the Turtles came from. And as Americans and just people in general, we really do throw away a lot of trash. The amount a singular person in the U.S. throws out a day on average is 4.5 pounds. So things like plastic, glass, metal, electronics takes forever to break down, which then just leads to polluting soil and water. So food waste in landfills makes methane, which ends up speeding up climate change. And litter can trap or poison animals if it's not thrown away properly, which we should know. And just even the small changes at home, like recycling or just using less plastic, can actually really help our environment. All right, solution and takeaway. So the idea is to reduce waste was to ask my apartment management to add recycling bins for the apartment units. Plan more meals, choose reusable containers instead of one-time use plastics. Separate the recyclable items and take them to a local drop-off center. Also, make a flyer to advocate and post that around. And from this presentation, I just want it to be taken away that even the small changes at home can make a really big difference. Paying attention to how much we throw away really opened my eyes to how easy it is to waste things without realizing it. And if more people became more aware, actually acknowledge those few small changes, I think it could really help our community and environment.